I wanted to show you my VKL 2018 haul. Let's get into it. I went to VKL without the intention to buy anything. That didn't work out. I mean, let's just be honest, that was probably a pipe dream. So let's get into it and I'll show you all my fabulous finds. Well, I said I wasn't gonna shop. I did really want to go to Knitty City because Knitty City is a store in New York and I keep hearing about it on social media and I keep seeing it in my feeds. So I wanted to go check it out. And I have to tell you, if I lived in New York, I would basically live at Knitty City. The place is so awesome. And so yes, I did a little pre-VKL damage at Knitty City. Was the night before Vogue Knitting Live, the flock is what loveKnitting.com calls their bloggers and bloggers that work with them. So they had a party called What the Flock for us. And it was really, really cool because they're across the pond, as they say, in the UK. And they hosted this so that we could meet them. And it was really nice to meet the people that you've been emailing with and working with for so long. And it was super fun. They have an in-house yarn company called Willow and Lark. And so they gave us some yarn to try. And it's really cool. This is the Ramble, and it's a worsted weight super wash, and it's wool, and it's really soft and squishy. I love the colorways. I'm definitely going to be working it up. I also got this color, which I've already started and frogged 3 times. They also have something called the Yarn Collective, which was really fun to learn about, and they gave us a sample of this really amazing yarn, and I like the color. So thank you, loveKnitting.com, folks. Oh, wait, also, they gave us, where is it? They gave us these really cool keychains, and it's a red telephone booth like London, the Union Jack heart, Big Ben, and I think this represents the tube, but I'm not sure. If you're from the UK and you know what this represents, comment below and let me know. I'm pretty sure it means the tube. So let's do the haul! One of the coolest things about going to Vogue Knitting Live in New York was an early copy of the Ultimate Knitting Book by Vogue Knitting. Oh my gosh! I am going to be a sponge and taking all of this in. I'm super excited. It has tips, it has tricks, it has stitches, it's been newly updated. I am going to dive into this so hardcore. So that was a really good score. And what was in our welcome bags, which I didn't even know we got such great bags, was the Seed Stitch book. I mean, come on. I personally love the Seed Stitch because as a new knitter, it's a really great way for me to experiment with adding texture, you know, working on a design and giving it some elements and dimensions. And so for me, this was like, heck yeah, I'm all in. And last but not least, in the book realm, I'm super, super, super excited. Did I mention that I'm super, super excited? It's I Knit New York. Oh my gosh. I'm the New Yorker to the core. This is I Knit New York. I had to buy it. It's from One More Row Press, and I got to meet and hang out with Lars Rains, who's a designer, and he has an amazing hat pattern in this book. And we got to talk about design process and art and inspiration, and it was really awesome. And when he told me about this book, I knew I had to have it. Also was that in the non-yarn realm, Dover Publications gave us these coffee mugs at the Glamoury book party, and keep calm, knit on, I think I shall. But also what's really awesome is that they gave us these tape measures, the mini tape measures, and I have to be honest with you, I can't get enough of these. I love when companies hand me products and promotional items that I can use. And tape measures are my favorite because I don't know if it's just me or maybe it happens to you. Comment below and let me know if it's also you. But I lose these. I don't know how or why. They're all over my house. They're all over my studio. I can hardly ever find them when I need them. And yet, there they turn up everywhere. So I really appreciate when I get these. And if you have a system for not losing your tape measures, also let me know because this is a thing now that I think about it. This is an actual thing. Yeah. So thank you, Dover. Yet one more for me to hopefully not lose in my studio. Okay, a couple of other non-fiber finds, but just as awesome, was the 2 pins that I got from One More Row Press. I don't know if you can see them. I'll try and show you a picture. They're really special to me. One is Knit Yorker, because I am a Knit Yorker from New York. And the other one is one of those like you are here pin drops, and it's knit like a local. And I love that because my fiber story has so much about local yarn shops in it. As I traveled the world through production and through my ragtag life, as you know, growing up, I always was able to find a home and my people in the local yarn shop. Even when I was in Korea and when I was in Australia. And no matter where I was in the world, I was able to just walk into a local yarn shop and connect with my fiber people. And that was long before this was my job. That was just when I just needed yarn in my life. So knit like a local pin really means a lot to me, and I put it on my project bag right center because I always want to be right here. Where I am, I'm knitting like a local. Ah. So a couple of new pins on my bag. Okay, so first up for the yarn haul is Clinton Hill Cashmere. Clinton Hill Cashmere. Oh. It's the yarn I was looking for. It's a worsted weight cashmere. It's super squishy, super squishy. I wish you could squish it through the screen because it's so yum. And a ragtag bonus for me is that her color wheel is the same as mine. It's black grayscale with a pop of red. And I was like, that's my color wheel. I need to get all the yarn here. And it's super soft and I love it. Already knitted myself up a hat. Yes, I did. And you know, I'm not big on hats, even though I make them, I don't really wear them, but I think I love this one. And I didn't write a pattern. I can, it's super easy. If you want me to write a pattern, comment below. I'll just put it out there as a freebie, or maybe I'll do something fun with it. But it's a really great hat, and I kind of love it. So it's the best cashmere I've ever felt. So Clinton Hill Cashmere, what a find! Next up is Northside Knit Co. And I can't take credit for discovering Northside Knit Co. because my friend Chantal and I were knitting on Saturday night at the hotel, and I said, what's that yarn? And she said, it's this cotton. And I said, cotton? Must see it. And then I touched it. Then I smelled it. It was amazing. So then I had to go buy some. So Chantal helped me break the you're not buying yarn pledge. And we went the next day and we rediscovered for her, but she introduced me to Northside Knit Co. And I love it. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. You know there's more, right? 5, 6 skeins of organic cotton. And it's amazing. And it's chunky, and the colors are all naturally dyed. This one is dyed by black beans, and it's really amazing. This one is the nude, so this is the pre-dye. And also what I love is this one is avocado dyed. Yeah, avocado. So it's really, really amazing, and I cannot wait to make something up with it. Now, I have to be honest, I did have a plan when I bought all of this yarn, but it's talking to me that it wants to be something different. So I don't know what it's gonna be yet. Okay, so while I was at VKL, one of the booths that I got to hang out a little bit with was the Stephen and Penelope booth from Amsterdam, and they had so many fun colors and fibers. And a woman I met there, Petra, is one of the dyers, and her yarn was featured, and it's Undercover Otter. That's her yarn company, Undercover Otter. And I may or may not have bought 15 skeins of it. But wait till you see it, it's so good. Okay, so this pink is phenomenal, right? Look at that pink. It's so good. It's so good. It's Undercover Otter, and it's so good. Okay, so that pink is gonna go into something with this pink and green, and then it's gonna go, so see, pink, pink and green, and then the green, right? You getting it? And then it's gonna have some more green. And it's gonna be amazing. So that's one thing that is gonna be featuring Undercover Otter. And I'm gonna marl it with some of the chunkier, non-dyed base that I have, which is gonna be really awesome to kind of mix this in. I'm so excited. Also, she had the really most vibrant blue I've seen in a while. Look at this color. Yeah, Yeah. So I got this to pop with a couple of clouds. Yeah. There's more in here. And then she had this incredible hunter green. I mean, guys, come on. Yeah, right? And she has these lovely little like colorways that have speckles in them that are great transitional colorways. So you know I had to get a bunch of those, right? Yeah. And then I might or may not have gotten some more greens. Yeah, so I ended up with a huge Stephen and Penelope bag of yarn. It was really awesome. I also got to meet, Malia and Lou from Stephen and Penelope. And I have to be honest with you, I think that if I lived in Amsterdam, it would be me, Lou, Petra, and some yarn at a place where they serve beverages. And that's it. That's all I would do. Just me, Lou, and Petra, and some yarn and beverages. So I did an amazing find at Stephen and Penelope, and it was Undercover Otter. Also at Stephen and Penelope, I got this bag because, I mean, hello. Enough said, right? Right? Okay. Oh, and speaking of, the coolest thing happened at Stephen and Penelope because they were giving out awards for people who were wearing amazing knitwear. And I happen to not be wearing knitwear most of the weekend for reasons I'll get into another day on another video. But they were so awesome because they still awarded me a style award. Yeah. Maybe it's because I was like all black. It's very sleek. I don't know. Maybe it was pity. But I love it. And it says, the bearer of this ribbon has been awarded a style award for awesomeness in knitwear. Stephen and Penelope Fine Yarns, Amsterdam. Last, but certainly never least, is the amazing twinkle yarn that I got from Third Piece. I love Third Piece. I love what they stand for, I love what they're about, and I had so much fun in their booth most of the weekend. I was just like my pit stop place. I could just hang out in there all the time. And I got enough of the soft chunky in this amazing lavender, which is pretty close to the color of the year, so it'll be on trend for the first time in my life. So I'm gonna be making this really awesome scarf that's called the New Yorker, because I'm a New Yorker. And I'm really excited because this pattern has a lot of detail and it's gonna push my knitting skills, and I love to work with this yarn. It's so amazing. So I got this from the Third Piece, and also from Third Piece, the Baby Chunky. Yeah, it's baby chunky. It's like light chunky. It's so good. It's so squishy. And it's this color pink, and I'm usually not a pink person, but yet this yarn drew me in, and it's so squishy. Yeah, so it's Twinkle by the Third Piece, and it's baby chunky, and I'm really excited, and this is gonna be a boyfriend cardigan. Thank you for stopping by to see my VKL haul. I'm super excited. This was the most amazing 3 days, actually the amazing week in New York, and we'll have more on that soon. And if you have some yarn that I need to discover from Vogue that I missed, please comment below and let me know so I can check it out. Bye!